Alright, hello to all my guys, gals, and non-binary pals out there across the electrical ocean. This is JazzMan, and we are playing a game today with full faction Froggill Swamp. Cause I feel like, cause I feel like it, that's why. How about that? And so we're gonna just see how this goes. Our opponent will be Barnaby, playing Forsaken Waste, Forglar Swamp split. Seems to be playing Turtles. So we'll see how this goes. We're gonna deploy. Let's go with. Shock Toad's more like a counter deploy. So we'll go with a nice Mindbreaker here. Yeah, and we'll just end the turn, let him stealth up. But we're playing Froggill Swamp, the faction of hog boppers and jelly bums and silly men. And I felt like playing Forglar Swamp today just because I wanted some free wins. Nah, that's not why. I don't know. I just felt like it. My channel, my rules. I mean, technically it's Gnomes' channel, but I'm just a co-commentator. But you know what I mean. So we're gonna go with I think we'll go with Shock Toad now, because Shock Toad versus Captain seems like not a bad choice. Nice and cheap, 64 Nora. And either way, like if Captain attacks at range, he gets paralyzed. No, that's a lie, because his range is only 3. But that's fine, I can leap into melee and have him get damage shielded anyway. Tortons do have quite a lot of powerful ranged units at their disposal, so getting some feedback out early isn't a bad idea. Unfortunately for me, Mystic Whirlpool is completely useless this game, because all these Tortons have Amphibious. But you know what? That's we won't worry about that. We will just ignore the fact that Mystic Whirlpool is in our deck. We will just indulge in that great Canadian pastime of smoking a blunt and not giving a fuck. So Mindbreaker will grab our bottom font for us, and then Shock Toad will go mid and probably eat a couple of hits from Captain, and you know. Oh yeah, my Bog Trap is completely useless as well for that same reason. They all have Amphibious. So great, I'm playing with a 28 rune deck. That's exactly how I like to start all my games. But Forsaken Waste, Tortons, an interesting split. They're actually they're no joke now. Tortons in general are pretty strong after all the buffs they've got, but splitting them with Forsaken Waste just ups their efficiency quite a bit. And you've got the corrupted what was that one called? The one that gathers Nora globes and you get cursed. They got some synergy there, and a lot of the decks I see typically involve a lot of banditry champions, just completely out Nora-genning you. But as I am playing full faction Forglar Swamp, I of course have infinite Nora to work with. That's exactly how that works. And we're gonna deploy a Torton of our own. We're gonna go with Gunslinger. Yeah, we'll go with Gunslinger. Why not? We got some range out. We got Punish. Sap some AP, and then we'll just can't really avoid a double tap. So unfortunately, I mean, I guess we could we could move back here, but I think I'd rather save. Would I rather save some AP? 11. He's gonna get Vigorous Cry. Nah, we'll save some AP. We'll save some AP. Have the Captain sitting at 0. For the next turn, maybe Gunslinger can get in range, and then of course Mindbreaker just gonna sit around and be all sneaky snake, or sneaky octopus in this case. But he's gonna try and get some assassinates off. He's got, of course, I mean, I guess he had Battle Him up anyway, so if he really wanted to, he could get a double hit off, regardless. So we'll see what he does. Maybe he'll just get one and then back off. He didn't deploy last turn, so I'm expecting, I was going to say I'm expecting a Fish Kisser, or something big and tanky, like a Slam Hammer or whatever on the front line. So Fish Kisser going to get some Manic. Is he not going to attack at all? No, that's fine with me. Okay, so he didn't even hit once. I mean, he could have hit once and then just had, full AP next turn, but okay. We're gonna... see, the problem is if I put Mindbreaker in the font and rely on Stealth, that just seems like a recipe for disaster. Because, I mean, Tortons don't have, instant detection. I mean, they have Forsaken Waste, so I guess they could conceivably run Black Ops if they so choose. I think we're going to go with, against a Fish Kisser. I probably want Slick and Buzz here, huh? That Metamorphosis, get around tough. Plus, you know, some action potion action for my my Mind Breaker here. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to put Mind Breaker in the font. Shock Toad will not last too long. He's got that Battle Hymn. And then he'll probably use a spell. But you know what? There's not much I can do about that. I'm gonna leap. Where am I gonna leap? I could leap in for an attack, but that wouldn't really do much. Fish Kisser will Manic after Battle Hymn. Then Captain could get 2 hits off, Vigorous Crying, everything. So I'm just gonna leap like over here. Yeah, that's probably. I'm not gonna like set up for knockback or anything. I'm just gonna leap over here, splitting up a bit, and we'll end the turn. Maybe Fish Kisser will come in here. We can say hello right back. Now he's got to keep his champions. He's got to be fairly careful with his positioning here because I can get a nice ricochet shot. He's within 4 spaces as long as the ricochet bounce isn't into Fish Kisser, because of course Tough will prevent the stun. So there's the Slam Hammer. So he's starting to deploy the melee now. I think my next deploy, I won't have enough for anything substantial. So we'll probably just hold off. He's looking like he's going to want to hold off himself for the moment, which is fine. Torton Fish Kisser Manics that way. I can get off a double tap, but there's not really much point because of Tough 3. I can't kill him. I'm wondering if he has Cleansing Mist or anything. I'm betting he has Soul Reaver because Forsaken Waste players always run Soul Reaver. I feel like he definitely has like a cleanse for that Captain if I go in for a stun. But, I mean, you know, I got nothing else to work with, so I might as well. See, if I stun him here, I could set up for an Assassinate next turn, and if I can Assassinate that Captain, that'd be pretty nice. So we're just gonna move Slick and Buzz along. And, I could actually go in for a Punish. And then he has 10 AP, so a 10 AP Punish would be pretty sweet, wouldn't it? I'd also have a Poison Trap. Could do that. Let's see, if I go in for the Assassinate, I'll have 22 damage. Plus Bomb. We're going to go with a Ricochet shot. We'll try that. So he's going to bounce, hit once, and then we'll move Mind Breaker this way. And I guess we'll move Shock Toad in for a hit on this Fish Kisser. And then, I guess in anticipation of the cleanse, I don't really have any way to prevent that. I could put out a Poison Trap to just, you know, try. But I'm gonna move Shock Toad back here. So that, if he does cleanse, I want to move back like one more, so that I'm out of double hit range on the Captain. And I could deploy Glowing Slider, but I think I'm just gonna wait. Yeah, we're just gonna hold off. So no Cleansing Mist, it looks like. So that Captain is definitely stunned for this turn. Fish Kisser can't get off an attack without the use of Battle Hymn. Slam Hammer can't do the same. And so if he does have Soul Reaver for this Captain, my backup plan is actually to contest this back font with my Mind Breaker. Now he might foresee that eventuality and deploy a Hawker over there with detection, which would not be very good for me. But I'm thinking here my strategy basically is to assassinate this here Captain with or I could do like a double font eruption and kill this Fish Kisser instead with Metamorphosis. I have the action potion, but that would require like all my Nora, so I don't really want to do that. So we can get the Assassinate for 22, and then a Punish for an additional 10. So I think I'm gonna go for the kill here. Why not? We're gonna go because Captain right now is definitely target priority numero uno. I'm gonna go for a hit here with the Punish. I don't have enough AP to turtle unless I give an action potion to him. we're going to do that. And let's see. What else shall we do? Going for a leap with Shock Toad. Ooh, I got an idea. Okay, so we're going to go in for a leap. Shock Toad. And get a hit. And then get off an Assassinate. And an Acid Bomb here. I should have Acid Bomb first, I think, because now I'm hitting my own Shock Toad, but whatever. And yeah, here we go. Assassinate for the kill. Boom. And I get the globe. So that globe is mine. And then I'm going to put a poison trap right here. And I also have enough Nora for deploy. He can get into my font, can't he? So we're going to deploy. Kind of want. I don't know if I want more range. I'm going to deploy Bubble Bass. Yeah, because that sounds fun. And we'll even do a confusion. How about that? So we're going to deploy Bubble Bass, and I call him Bubble Bass because, I mean, come on, look at this guy. Look at this big broody bog hopper. There's no way you this guy is definitely the type of guy to walk into the Forglar Swamp equivalent of the Krusty Krab and go, I'd like a double triple bossy deluxe on a raft, 4x4 animal style, extra shingles with a shimmy and a squeeze, light axle grease, make it cry, burn it and let it swim. And the poison trap actually coming in very clutch here, catching all three of these champions in its AoE. So that completely wastes a turn of his. Catches the Gale Singer, so no battle him. And then Fish Kisser, of course, can Manic, but he'll Manic into Shock Toad and a Mind Shackle, wonderful. So unfortunately, no Flash Bomb, no Metamorphosis. I kind of needed that Metamorphosis too for that tough 3. But we're gonna move up here with Bubble Bass, and Fish Kisser does hit the Shock Toad's damage shield. I could actually contest this top font with the Whirlpool if I want. Let's see, can I kill? I could kill that Gale Singer as well. Definitely can't kill the Fish Kisser. That is a no-no. If I do kill the Gale Singer, my Mindbreaker will almost certainly be killed in return. Oh, I can get another Ricochet shot though. So I think that's what I'll do. I'm going to Ricochet shot from the Gale Singer into the Corsair. A little bit of stunning there. And then we're going to get... sorry about that. We're going to get 2 hits onto this Gale Singer from the Mindbreaker. That'll be 18, and we can finish with Shock Toad. Man, I wish I could use a Whirlpool right now. We're going to finish with Shock Toad. And he'll be going down. You're stunned, so I'll grab this globe. And could leave him with 1 AP for a double tap next turn. Shock Toad is within pummel range. Like, he's going to get pummeled and stunned, and he'll probably die. But he's fine. He'll deal some damage shield damage on the way out. I could, Forced Reconstruction wouldn't do anything. I could do a Corrode on this Mind Shackle, but there's not really much point. I mean, I guess I could Metamorph that Fish Kisser if I did that, because I'd have AP. I could even blind it too with Flash Bomb, but I kind of want to deploy since I'm already heading deploys. So we're gonna go with a Slipworm. That sounds fun. So we'll deploy Slipworm over here. We'll just keep that AP on our Slick and Buzz. I'm pretty sure even with the Metamorph, it would not have saved my Shock Toad, because there's the Soul Reaver. So I knew he was running some kind of cleanse, but it was just a matter of time. I do have Impenetrable actually on my Mindbreaker, and Impenetrable is a pretty nice Manic counter. So he's going to get an Elsrai Bazaar. Oh god, don't tell me he's going to try and pummel the Mindbreaker. Poor guy. He's not going to be able to. I mean, he can pummel the Shock Toad, but, Shock Toad's not really his priority target here. So he's going to get a pummel onto the Shock Toad, deal some damage shield damage, and then Fish Kisser doesn't really have to attack, but he will anyway because he wants the globe. So he's going to get that globe, sap some of my Nora, so I'll have exactly 0 to work with. And see, this is sort of the problem with Mindbreaker, is that he can't, like, if he's found on his turn, he can't re-stealth. Oh wow, he manicked. Yeah, see, I knew getting that globe wasn't the play, because he manicked out of the font. Now, unfortunately, since I did deploy Slipworm last turn, I can't deploy anything substantial over there. And I can't re-stealth my Mindbreaker, but I can move in Bubble Bass a little bit. Can I get a massive leap with an action potion? Probably not. I'm just gonna go for a kill on that Slam Hammer, I think, and then cut my losses with the Mindbreaker. He did his job. He did more than enough. So we're gonna get an attack here and an attack here, just a normal attack, and then a Acid Bomb's on cooldown. Well, I mean, he's gonna kill the Mindbreaker anyway, so I think we're gonna go with a forced reconstruction. Should I make him work for the kill and then just deploy at the font? I think I'm gonna make him work for the kill. Honestly, I'm gonna go in for a hit with Slick and Buzz to finish, and then I can grab the globe with Mindbreaker. And 74 Nora. All right. Oh, you know what I got here? I got a great play. So I'm gonna deploy Calm as Raging Tides, and then grant him an action potion. That'll give him 4 AP, which will be just enough to stun that Fish Kisser. Nice. And that will prevent any as much retaliation last turn, for on the following turn, basically. So nice deploy there, and Slick and Buzz, of course, becomes paralyzed again, but you know it's just life for him. Corsair moving around. Of course, now that I would be very surprised if he ran double Soul Reaver. There's no way. I mean, I've seen double Dragon God Staff before, but I mean, yeah, double Soul Reaver. Yeah, you're not that guy, buddy. So he's gonna. Was he walking around to try and find the Mindbreaker? I mean, Mindbreaker stealthed on the spot, so I don't know. Okay, so he surrenders there. Well, that was a pretty nice game by me. Thanks all for watching, and we'll see everyone in the next one.